Apologies, my network got disconnected. So I'll share my screen again and proceed. I believe you can see my screen now. So before I dive in tonight, I'd like to let you know that I have a special gift for those who stay till the end of tonight's session. So I want you to consider this scenario. Consider what would happen if you are able to, if you're able to get a job without submitting your CV or without submitting your resume. Imagine what would happen if you were paid more money for something just because of how you sound. Or perhaps people will start to love you better. Your clients, your customers, your neighbor, your students, they start to trust you better just because of how you sound. Of course, I know some people will not believe all of this. They would feel this is impossible. I never believed it as well until I experienced it. Excuse me. And the same strategy that I shared with a trained newscaster who was working as a teacher at that time. And after she implemented all that I told her, she got a job with one of your favorite TV networks. Here is a feedback. She posted this feedback some years ago. This was posted on Facebook. She said, I have to admit that the testimonial I got about my diction coach before we met and my first impression about the training sessions exceeded my expectations. I mean, who goes to a diction class to also learn about public speaking etiquettes? I got that much, and I feel confident when speaking these days. Thanks most graciously, Fluent Speech Educational Consult. Here is another feedback from her. She posted this on LinkedIn. She said, have you ever worked without pay? 4 years ago in the summer of 2019, I made this tough decision. Relocating as a journalist from the city of Ibadan to Lagos, Nigeria, after the National Youth Service Corps program, left me wondering how to get a job in the media industry in the city where the big TV and radio stations are located. While I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the diction coach training. Thanks to her, who mentioned an offer at Core TV, she finally connected me. Now, why did I bring up this testimonial? Because I want to use her as a case study. Her name again is Esther Kalu. When I met her, she was working as a teacher then. She was working as a teacher, and then she wanted to get into the media sector as maybe a journalist or a news reader. So she enrolled on our class. When she enrolled, she did not just learn. She practiced and adopted what she had learned. Now, when I see a lot of people do when they attend English speaking classes, is that they just learn, they do not practice. And because of that, they don't change from who they used to be. If you're here tonight and you do not just want to be here for being here's sake, you want to learn and practice. The practice part is key because this is a skill. It is not just knowledge. When you want to improve on a skill, you do not just learn. If you learn, you would only have the knowledge. You would only have improved on the knowledge. But the skill will still remain the same because you have not put to use. So tonight, as I teach you, you want to learn and practice. How do you practice? By being a part of what we are doing. By playing your part. doing what I ask you to do. One of the things you want to do is pay attention to my mouth movement. Are my mouth opens? Are it closed? The second is when I ask you to pronounce words, please do so and mimic me. That way, I assure you that after this session, you will not remain the same. But if you do not practice and all you do is learn, you might remain the same. So if you do not want to be that same person, please practice along. So tonight, I will be sharing with you the exact formula that I used with Esther that made her not just learn, but get better in a speaking skill and helped her to get a job at a TV station, something she has always dreamt of immediately after a class. And that formula is what I called Dick Clear. This is the formula that I've used for thousands of people all over the world, and the result has been phenomenal. Dick Clear. If you're here, please type Dick Clear in the comments. Dick Clear is a formula, and each letter in this formula has its meaning. Interestingly, I created this formula from years of learning and experience. So if you're still with me, write in the chat, Dick Clear. The D has its meaning. The I has its meaning. The two C's have their meanings. The L, the E, the A, the R, each letter has its meaning. And interestingly, each letter has a 3-step that you must pay attention to help you speak better. So tonight we'll focus on the first letter, the D, Samsung, thank you. We'll focus on the D, Joshua, thank you. And it's 3 steps. So let's go. The D in my formula stands for Diction Fundamentals. Take note of how I pronounce the word fundamentals. I didn't say fundamentals. Most times when we have words ending in suffix AL, the letter A is usually silent. So you don't say fundamental, you don't say tal, no. The A becomes silent, so we say fundamental. Another example of such word is hospital, not hospital. And please don't say hospital. Another example of such word is national, not national. National. So when you have words ending in AL, remember, treat the A as a silent letter. Do not articulate it. Fundamental, national, occasional, special, etc. So the D in my formula, Dick Clear, stands for Diction Fundamental. And Diction Fundamental is the building blocks for clear and effective communication. Now, what are its 3 steps? The first step for the D is clear articulation. You must pronounce your words clearly. Remember the meaning of diction. It is not about twisting your tongue or sounding different or trying to copy another person. No, it's about clarity and correctness. The second step is pronunciation rules. There's some rules that you must learn to help you pronounce your words better. And the third step is connected speech pattern. In English, there are some words that the way we pronounce them in isolation is different from how they're pronounced in sentences. Which is why sometimes when we watch some English movies, we do not hear what they're saying. We tend to read the subtitles. From tonight, that will change. So let's take these steps one after the other. The first step, clear and precise articulation. Now look at these words. The first word here, an average Ghanaian will pronounce it as maths, M-A-T-H, maths, as if you're pronouncing M-A-T. The second word here, M-A-S-S, mass. Now, what is the difference between M-A-T-H and M-A-S-S? The first, M-A-T-H. Because of the T-H in the word, we expect that you put your tongue in between your teeth this way. Watch my mouth, please. Your tongue should be in between your teeth, like this. My tongue is not behind my teeth. It is in between my teeth. Math. Math. I love math. My math teacher is in school, not mass. A lot of people pronounce the word as mass. Well, the second word, M-A-S-S, is rightly pronounced mass. Take note that the letter A there has a long sound. Mass. The first word, math. The second word, mass. So henceforth, you do not want to pronounce these two words the same way, because no, they should not be pronounced the same way. Now, the next set of words that I have, the first word, P-A-S-T-O-R. A lot of people pronounce this word as pastor. My pastor preached in church today. In fact, an average Ghanaian would say in church today. Church. My pastor was in church. No. The word is not pastor. Now pay attention to the last two letters at the end of that word. O and R. When you have letter O and letter R at the end of a word, the sound it makes is a weak, lazy sound. You could also say that the sound O and R makes at the end of a word is a closed sound. So an average person will say pasta with your mouth opened at the end of the word. Pasta. My pastor didn't come to church today. No, it's not pasta. Pay attention to my mouth. Say pastor. Pastor. What happened? My mouth moved from being opened to being closed. Pastor, not pasta. I expect that you practice along with me wherever you are. So do not say pasta, say pastor. Pastor. My pastor was not in church today, not church. We'll get to that word. So henceforth, when you're pronouncing words ending in O-R, ensure that your mouth is not opened when pronouncing O and R at the end of a word. Do not say pasta. Do not say doctor. Do not say sailor. No, sailor, sailor, doctor, pastor. Now the second word here, P-A-S-T-A. Now this is rightly pronounced pastor, pastor. So do not pronounce the first word like the second word. No, they aren't pronounced the same way. Now the third set of words that I have, B-I-R-D and B-E-D. B-I-R-D. If you look at the spelling of that word, we have I and R in the middle. I and R in the middle. When we have letter I and letter R in the middle of a word, it tends to make a long sound. So we should not say bed. B-I-R-D is not pronounced bed. It should be pronounced bird. Bird. Please pay attention to my mouth. I believe everyone can see my mouth clearly. Bird. So B-I-R-D should not be pronounced bed. Please pronounce it as bird. Now B-E-D, bed. I'll take all the words again and I'll call one person to pronounce them for me correctly. So which is why you expect to practice along with me so that when I call you, you can pronounce them correctly. The first word, math. Your tongue should be in between your teeth, not behind. Math. Moss. The second set of words, pasta. Pasta. The third set of words, bird, bed. Can you hear the difference? If you can hear the difference, please let me know in the chat. If you'd like to practice along with me, please raise your hand. How do you raise your hand? Look below your screen. You're going to find a place where it says raise hand. Click on it and I would see a notification on my screen that you have raised your hand. So first, is this clear? Are we clear with the explanation of how to pronounce these 6 words? Joshua is raising his hand already. Joshua, I hope you do not pronounce your name as Joshua. It's Joshua. The letter O in your name sounds as in orange. Joshua. Joshua, please unmute. Joshua, unmute your microphone. Click on your mic so that I can hear you speak. Joshua, unmute your microphone. Is there any other person who would like to practice along with me? Raise your hand. You're going to see the raise hand button below your screen. Click on it and I'll get a notification that you're ready to speak. You do not have to turn on your videos in case you're shy. All I need is to hear your voice. Joshua, good evening. How are you today? I can't hear you, Joshua.
Okay, please, can I speak?
I can hear you, Joshua. Good evening.
Hello. Okay.
I can hear you. Good evening.
The first one is math and Mars.
Go ahead.
And the second is pastor and pasta. And the third is bird and bed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Keep it up. That's great. Well done. So I believe others are clear as well. So henceforth, when you see TH in words, you want to ensure that your tongue is well positioned. Math, bath, etc. Also, when you have O and R at the end of words, you want to ensure that you're not opening your mouth. Pasta, not pasta. And then when you have I and R in the middle of words as well, you want to ensure that you make a long bird and not bed. Now, you might be wondering, how do I identify all of these things? When I speak, when I read, etc. It's quite simple. All you have to do is learn the sounds of English. When I was in secondary school, that was the first time I had opportunity to learn the French language. And I could remember one of the first things my French teacher taught us was the French sounds, the sounds of the French alphabet, which is what we expected to do in English language or every other language we learn. Because for you to put words together, you need the sounds of that language. So same with English. You learning the sounds of English will help you, to pronounce English words correctly. Now on the screen right now, I have what we call the phonemic chart. It can also be called the IPA chart. Let me write that out. IPA. IPA stands for international. Remember, we learned how to pronounce words ending in suffix AL earlier. So we don't say international, international. The letter A after the N, after the second N, is silent. So IPA stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. These are the sounds that we use when pronouncing words. So on the International Phonetic Alphabet chart, we have the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds. The consonant sounds are 24 in number, while the vowel sounds are 20 in number. We will not be learning all of these sounds tonight, but I would pick sounds that would help you to start to pronounce your words correctly henceforth. So the first sound that I'd like to talk about tonight are the consonant TH sounds. In English language, when we have letter H after letter T, we do not pronounce the T as T again. The H tends to change the sound, just like we saw in the word math earlier. Now the symbols here, this symbol looks like a mathematical symbol. It looks like theta. And this one here, these are the two TH sound symbols. All of what we have on the screen right here are symbols. They are not letters. They are sound symbols. Even though some of them look like letters, they aren't letters. They are sound symbols. So this sound here is called the voiceless TH sound. Voiceless TH sound. To articulate the voiceless TH sound properly, ensure that your tongue is in between your teeth, and then you blow air this way. Let's try it together, everyone. Again. One more time. Put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air. Want to go? Very well. Now we have this sound in those TH words that an average Ghanaian will pronounce as a T. Take, for example, an average Nigerian will pronounce the word THINK as tink, pronouncing the TH as a T. Henceforth, because you're here and you're learning, you do not want to say think again. Rather, you want to put your tongue in between your teeth and say think. Think. I think, not I think. Another example, anthem. Never say anthem. Put your tongue in between your teeth and say anthem. The next word is bath. Do not say bath or bat. No, because there is a H after the T. Put your tongue in between your teeth and say bath. And lastly, I have the word cloth. Do not say cloth. Say cloth. There is a H after the T. Put your tongue in between your teeth and say cloth. So again, we find the voiceless TH sound in those TH words that an average Ghanaian will pronounce as a T. So henceforth, those TH words that you'd ordinarily pronounce as a T, please put your tongue outside instead and pronounce them. Think, anthem, bath, cloth, I believe this is clear. If this is clear, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you'd like to practice along with me as well, click on the raise hand button and I'll give you opportunity to pronounce these words. Is there anyone who would like to practice with me before I go to the voiced TH sound? Anyone? Samsung said my hands are raised. I can see that again. Okay, I'll proceed. I think nobody's ready to practice along. Okay. Now the voiceless TH. Now the voiced TH, rather. The voiced TH is articulated by putting your tongue in between your teeth and you make vibration. If you place your palm on your vocal cord, this right here is your vocal cord. Some people call it your throat, this part. Joshua is raising his hand again. I want someone else. I'd like to ensure that everyone gets opportunity to practice. So like someone else. So here is called your vocal cord. Should you place your palm on your vocal cord and you articulate the voiced TH, you are expected to feel vibration. Okay, Samsung is raising, is it his or her hands? Okay, Samsung, please unmute. Click on your microphone to unmute. Click on your mic to unmute. Samsung, click on your mic. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening,
Please take
madam.
the greeting again. Good evening. It's not good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good job. Thank you. Now let's pronounce the words, the TH words. Remember, stick your tongue in between your teeth, go this way, and blow air. So please pronounce the words.
Math. Math.
What did you say? I can hear you.
Math.
Okay, not that. Can you see my red spotlight, like a red dot on your screen?
No, please.
Like a red dot, it should be on your screen. What are you seeing on your screen? What are you seeing on your screen?
I see think.
Yes, that's it. So put your tongue outside and say think again.
Think.
The next word.
Anthem.
Anthem. Them. Anthem again.
Anthem.
Better. The next word.
Bath.
Good. The last word.
Cloth.
Cloth. Very well. Please make a sentence with any of these words. Just pick any of them and make one sentence with it.
I think the cloth is good.
Okay, so please say the sentence again, paying attention to your TH pronunciation. I think the cloth, excuse me. I think the cloth is good. Again.
I think the cloth is good.
Well done. So keep practicing for mastery. Now let's move to the voiced TH. Just as the voiceless TH is pronounced, put your tongue in between your teeth, but this time make sure you feel vibration on your vocal cord. So how do you pronounce it? You go the. If you listen very well, it sounds like the sound of letter D. But it's not the sound of letter D. though it sounds like it. So the difference between the voiced TH sound and the letter D sound is your tongue positioning. Ensure that you position your tongue correctly. Place your tongue in between your teeth. The. And we can have words like them. So you don't want to say them. Can you see my mouth? You don't want to open your mouth or make your lips flat and say them. No, say them. I saw them yesterday. I saw them yesterday, not I saw them yesterday. The next word, smooth. Smooth, not smooth. Smooth. The road is smooth. Not the road is smooth. The next one, bathe. Bathe. Now pay attention to the difference in B-A-T-H and B-A-T-H-E. B-A-T-H, bath. B-A-T-H-E, bathe. The spellings are different. The pronunciations aren't the same as well. Bath, a noun. Bathe, a verb. I need to take a bath. You can also say, I need to have a bath. You don't say, I need to take my bath. The bath is not yours. So don't say, I want to take my bath. I want to have my bath. Have you had your bath? No. The bath is not ours. It's not yours. So say a bath. Have you taken a bath today? You need to take a bath. Now the second, bathe. This is a verb. You need to bathe. Have you bathed? You're saying the same way. You're saying the same thing, excuse me, but different ways. The next word, clothe. There's also a difference between cloth and clothe. Cloth, noun. Clothe, verb. Please pronounce the word along with me wherever you are. Them. Remember, your tongue must be outside and ensure you can feel vibration. Them. Smooth. Bathe. Clothe. If you'd like to practice with me, please raise your hand. Below your screen, you will see the raise hand button. Click on it and I'll get a notification that you're willing to practice. Now, another sound that I'd like to take tonight is the schwa sound. This is a vowel sound. The two TH sounds are consonant sounds. Now I'll move to a vowel sound. Okay, I have Olivia. Olivia, I hope you don't pronounce your name as Olivia. It's Olivia. Olivia, good evening. Please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please speak out. Your voice is low.
Good evening.
Olivia, are you here? I can't hear you. Your voice is low. Okay, good evening. Please pronounce the words. Remember the sound again. Put your tongue in between your teeth and make vibration. The. We have it in words like them, smooth, bathe, clothe. Please pronounce the words.
Them. Smooth.
Correct.
Bathe. Cloth.
Clothe. Pronounce clothe again.
Clothe.
Clothe. Very well. There's a difference between cloth and clothe. Cloth is C-L-O-T-H. Clothe is C-L-O-T-H-E. The end spelled the same way. Please make a sentence with any of these words. Just pick one of them and make a sentence with it.
The road is smooth.
The road is smooth. The T-H-E, it has T-H as well. So your tongue must be outside. Please try it again.
The road is smooth.
Well done, Olivia.
The
Keep it up.
road-
Keep practicing. Whether you're talking to your friends, your neighbor, at work, your colleagues, anyone, keep practicing. Now to the third sound for tonight. That is a vowel sound. The sound is called a sure sound. Sure. The sure sound is one of those sounds that Ghanaians tend to murder. A Ghanaian would say pasta, December. They say doctor, etc. Now the sure is a weak sound, sometimes referred to as the lazy sound. I love to say that the sure is a closed sound. One of the things that you need to do to ensure that you pronounce the sure sound correctly is to make sure you're not opening your mouth. So I love to call it the closed sound. To pronounce the sure sound, do not open your mouth. That is the first thing. The second thing is ensure that your jaw, your lips, your tongue are all in relaxed position. And all you have to do to articulate the sure is to murmur. That murmur sound you make when you don't want people to hear you, that right there is the sure. Sometimes when we vomit, when we want to vomit and we're trying to hold back, we make the sure sound as well. The sure sound is articulated, Pay attention to my mouth. So say, for example, you're in a congregation and you're trying to make a sound where you don't want others to hear. You go, Or you want to vomit and you're trying to hold back. You go, That's the sound. That is the sure sound. The sure sound is mostly heard at the end of words. Take note, mostly heard. It doesn't mean that that is the only time you hear the sure, but it is mostly heard at the end of words. Most times when we have E and R at the end of a word, for example, you have the word father, you have the word pastor. Right here, we have the sure. So when you have E and R at the end of a word, or you have O and R at the end of a word, then you should articulate the E and the R, also the O and the R as sures. So instead of saying father, it is not father. Your father is calling you. No, it is father. Remember that in the spelling of father, we have TH. So your tongue must be outside when you get to the TH. Also, when you get to the E and R sound, ensure that your mouth is not opened. Just make a murmur sound. This way. Father. Your father is calling you. Father. Mother. Computer, not computer. etc. Same with words ending in OR. Say pastor, not pasta. Say sailor, not sailor. Say doctor, not doctor. etc. So if you'd like to practice these words with me, please raise your hand. If you'd like to practice the sure sound with me, raise your hand. So I have father, daughter, mother, pastor, sailor, doctor. Remember, at the end of these words, words ending in ER and OR, do not open your mouth. Again, practice along with me wherever you are. If you'd like to unmute your mic, raise your hand, look below your screen, you'd find the raise hand button. Click on it and I would give you opportunity to speak. Father. The letter A there makes a long sound. Father. Daughter. Mother. Mother. In the word mother, the letter O makes a short sound. It is not mother. Pastor. Sailor. Doctor. Samsung, you practiced earlier. Let me see if there's any other person like to practice. Otherwise, I would have to call you. If you would like to practice with me, raise your hand. Okay, Mrs. B. Good evening. Can you unmute? Please unmute, madam.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please pronounce the words.
Father. Is that one? Okay. Father,
Go ahead.
daughter, mother,
Do not
pastor,
make the O sound in mother. Do not make it long. Just make it short. Mother.
mother, pastor,
Again, it's not pastor.
pastor,
Pastor.
pastor.
Like pastor
Yeah.
is sleeping.
pastor,
That's better.
This one, I didn't get it. Sailor,
Sailor.
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 sailor,
Sailor.
sailor,
You can decide to add the R sound if you want to sound American and say sailor, pastor, father, daughter, mother. The Americans would have the R sound to it. But the
Okay.
RP pronunciation, the British pronunciation, the R sound isn't added.
Okay.
So please go over sailor again.
Sailor,
Better. And the last word.
doctor, doctor,
Oh,
doctor,
doctor is American. Americans would articulate the R sound as R. So they go doctor. That's why you hear people say things like, oh my God, instead of oh my God. They pronounce God as God. That is because the American English, the R sound is usually articulated as R. So if you're trying to sound American, it's okay to say doctor, doctor. I need to say
Okay.
doctor. But the British would retain the R sound as an orange. Doctor.
doctor,
That's it. Well done. Please make a sentence with one of these words. Any one of them.
My doctor is a Spanish.
My doctor is
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay. My doctor is Spanish. Excuse me. Thank you for that. Now let's take one more sound and then we go to the next step. And the next sound I'd like to take is also a vowel. And that is the sound beside the schwa. This is the schwa symbol. And this sound right here is articulated. Americans would go, British go, Now we have this sound most times when we have a vowel in the middle of a word with letter R beside it. For example, the word B-I-R-D. We have the vowel I in the middle of that word. Immediately after the vowel, we have letter R. When we have letter R beside a vowel in the middle of words, sometimes at the beginning of words, the vowel tend to make a long sound. But then we're not considering all the long sound. My focus will be on the long sound. So we can find the sound when we have letter R beside letter I, or we have letter R beside letter E, or we have letter R beside letter U in the middle of a word. I'll go over that again. The vowel I, vowel E, and vowel U. I, E, and U. When you have these vowels in the middle of a word, and then you have letter R. This letter is called R. Some people call it R. It's R in British English. Americans pronounce it as R. So when you have this R sound beside letter I in the middle of a word, or you have the R sound beside letter E in the middle of a word, or you have the letter R beside letter U in the middle of a word. These letters will be sounded as An average person will pronounce this word, B-I-R-D, as bed. No, do not make that mistake henceforth. Because of the R beside the I, the sound becomes longer. So you go bird. I love the bird. The second word, serve, not serve. Serve. Could you please serve my food? And the last word, church, not church. The U and the R there sounds church. We can have more word examples like first. It's not first. First. We can have more words in nurse. You don't say nurse. Nurse. The nurse is sick, not the nurse is sick. You can also have it in the word earth, not it. Earth. If you'd like to practice these words with me, raise your hand, use the raise hand button wherever you are, and I'll give you opportunity to pronounce your words. So again, because we have letter R beside letter I, beside letter E, and beside letter U, in the middle of a word, the sound becomes longer. Bird, first, serve, earth. TH, your tongue comes outside. Church, nurse. I saw the bird first. Not I saw the or I saw there. It's not there. The. I saw the bird first. Please serve on earth. Not please serve on earth. The nurse attends my church. Not the nurse attend my church. If you'd like to practice, please raise your hand. Click on the raise hand button and I'll give you opportunity to pronounce the words. So tonight, remember we are learning the 3-step formula to help you speak better. And the formula is declare. 8 letters. Each of the letters has 3 steps. But tonight, our focus is on the first letter, the D, diction fundamental. And the first step is clear articulation. And remember, that is the foundation to speaking better. That is the first thing that you must master to help you speak better English or to help you pronounce English words better. And to do that, you need to learn all of these sounds. By tonight, we have successfully learned 4 sounds. The first 2 sounds were the TH sound. To pronounce the TH sound, put your tongue in between your teeth and blow out air. That is for the voiceless TH sound, think. For the voiced TH sound, put your tongue in between your teeth and make vibration, this. And then we learned 2 vowels as well. The sure sound, we usually find it at the end of words ending in ER and OR. And then as in teacher, not teacher, teacher. And then the last sound is This is usually found in the middle of words when you have letter R beside letter I, beside letter U, or beside letter E, as in bird, serve, church. Now we'll go to the second step. So the step 2 is, the step 2 is pronunciation rules. I mentioned earlier that there are some pronunciation rules that you must learn to help you speak English better. There are lots of pronunciation rules that you must learn. One of them is vowel length. Now, the vowels of English, some of them are long, while some of them are short. You must be able to identify the long vowels in sentences or in words, and you must also be able to identify the long vowels in words. Look at my screen right here. I have 2 sentences. An average Ghanaian will read this sentence and say, Sir Ben bent and bent the bird on the bed. Sir Ben bent and bent the bird on the bed. Pronouncing B-E-N-T and B-U-R-N-T the same way. Pronouncing B-I-R-D and B-E-D the same way. No, please. One of the things that lets you know that a word has a long vowel sound is letter R. Look at these 2 words, B-E-N-T. After the vowel E, we do not have letter R. So that should tell you that that sound there would most likely be a short sound, bent. The next word, B-U-R-N-T. Because of the letter R after the U, that should tell you that the vowel here is a long sound, burned. So this is bent. Well, this is burned. Americans will go burned. The past tense of burn, burned. The next word, B-I-R-D. Because of the R after the I, that should tell you that this is another long vowel, bird. And then the last word, B-E-D. There is no letter R here. So that should tell you it's a short sound, bed. Please pronounce the words after me. Sir. We have letter R after letter I, a longer sound. Sir. It's not sa or se. Good morning, sir. No. Good morning, sir. Burnt. A long sound. Burnt. Bird. Another long sound. Now let's read. Let's read the sentence. Pay attention to the long sound. Another thing you want to pay attention to is the TH words. What should you do when you have TH? Put your tongue outside. So I would read, Sir Ben bent and burned the bird on the bed. Again, Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. So it's different from Sir Ben bent and bent the bed on the bed. That is not good diction. Good diction, you must be clear and you must be correct. Sir Ben bent and burnt, long sound, the bird on the bed. The second sentence, let's identify the long sounds. One of them is purple. Why? Because we have letter R after letter U. Now look at this word, pastor and color. We have letter R after vowels, but they are at the end of words. When you have letter R after a vowel at the end of a word, it doesn't make a long sound. Instead, it makes a sure sound. We had learned that earlier, so do not get it confused. If the letter R is beside a vowel in the middle of a word or at the beginning of a word, the vowel will become a long vowel. But if the vowel is at the end of a word and then you have letter R after it, it doesn't make a long sound. Rather, it makes a sure sound. I hope that is clear. However, in the word pastor, the letter A here makes a long sound. Pastor. So we have two long sounds in this sentence. Pastor and purple. My pastor loves purple color. Not my pastor loves purple color. It's not purple. 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 Pastor, not pasta. My pastor loves purple color. If you'd like to read these two sentences, please raise your hand. Raise your hand first while I go to the last step. Like I said, there are lots of pronunciation rules, but I would only take this one because I do not want you to stay too long on this call. If you'd like to practice this sentence with me, raise your hands. Click on the raise hand button. I'll get a notification that you're raising your hand and I'll give you opportunity to speak. Whether you had practiced before or not, feel free to raise your hand. As it seems others don't want to practice. So with the sentence again. Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. My pastor loves purple color. I'll take it faster. Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. My pastor loves purple color. I'll take it a bit faster. Sir Ben bent and burned the bird on the bed. Apologies, I am back. If you'd like to practice with me, please raise your hand. Now go to the last rule. The last step, rather. The last step is connected speech. In English, the way you pronounce a word is different. The way you pronounce a word in isolation, when the word is alone, the way you pronounce it is different from how it will be pronounced when it's in a sentence. And that is what connected speech is about. Now, there are different ways of connecting words together in English, but tonight we'll focus on one of them, and that is linking R. Linking R. Linking R happens when you have a word that ends with letter R in a sentence. For example, the word car, C-A-R, it ends in letter R. Now, if the next word in that sentence starts with a vowel letter, then you should link the words. Again, if you have a word ending in letter R in a sentence, if the next word in that sentence starts with a vowel letter, when reading that sentence or when speaking, you are expected to link the R to that vowel. Take example. I have this sentence. The car is faulty. The car is faulty. In this sentence, the first word, car, the word ends in letter R. The next word is starts with a vowel. For me to read this sentence correctly, I need to link the letter R here to the vowel here. So when I read or when I speak, instead of saying the car is faulty, I need to pronounce car and is as one word because I have linked the R and the E in is together. So it becomes the car is. The car is faulty, not the car is faulty. The car is faulty. The next sentence, the pastor and his wife. Pastor ends in letter R. And start with a vowel. So for me to read this sentence correctly, I need to link the R in pastor and the R in and. It means that pastor and the word and should be pronounced as one word. So instead of saying pastor and, I should say pastor and, the pastor and his wife. Another is are in the car parked in the garage. The word are, A-R-E, the E is silent. So it's okay to say that the word are ends in letter R. Ah. The next word, in, starts with a vowel letter A. So for me to read these two, I need to read them together. I need to connect the R in R and the A in N. So I have RN. So instead of saying the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage, I should say the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Pastor and becomes one word. RN becomes one word as well. Pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. I didn't say packed. I said parked. The ED here sounds as T. Let's read together. Say after me. The car is faulty. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. I'll take it slowly. The car is faulty. Again, the car is faulty. Let's take it faster. The car is faulty. Now the second sentence, I'll take it slowly. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Again, the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. I'll take it faster. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Again, the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. The car is faulty. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Now, there are quite a number of other things we can learn, but before we proceed, let's take questions. Question time. If you have questions, please send your question to the chat. If you don't have questions, I need you to go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join the session and tell others in that group how the session is going. In the group, we have over 100 people. It might interest you to know that the ad that you saw to join this class was a paid ad. Thousands of CDs were paid to Facebook and Instagram to show you that ad. And over 100 people are in that group. They knew they were not going to attend, but yet they clicked on the link, wasting the resources. Now, the few of you that are here, we have 12 people, with myself, 12 people right now. So that's like 11 people out of almost 130 people in the group. That's less than 10%, I guess. I'd appreciate if you can go to the group where you got the link to tell how the training is going, if it is worth your time, if it is worth your data, if you're learning, if anything has transformed in this few minutes that we have spent together. I'll be in the group reading your chat. Please, let's do that quickly so we can proceed. This is to let those that are not here know that they have missed. And it's not like we just put them in the group wasting their time. We actually did what we promised. So I'd appreciate you to quickly go to that group where you got the link. Tell us how the class is going. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your data? Has anything at all changed in how you pronounce English words in this few minutes we've been together? Would you recommend the class to anyone? Please go to the group and tell me. I will be reading your chat. Please do that fast so that we can get back here to continue learning. Also, if you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I will be happy to answer your question. Do not leave the Zoom session. You can just minimize on your device. Go back to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join this class to share your feedback. What's the class like to you? Is it worth your time? Is it worth your data? Has anything at all changed in how you speak? Would you recommend it to others? Please do that. Also, henceforth, if you see our ads on social media, please feel free to give feedback on it so that others can know that this is a genuine platform. Because I understand that a lot of people have trust issue. Somebody said the page is still on admin only mode, please. Oh, okay. You could just send your feedback to any of the admins then. Feel free to send your feedback to any of the admins. Okay, since the page is on admin mode, I would proceed. So do we have questions? If you have questions, please ask. Do you have questions? Please, my question is, I need more examples of connected speech. Okay, there are lots of connected speech, but the one I emphasized tonight is linking R. So I'm going to give like 2 more examples. Again, linking R happens when you have a word ending in letter R in a sentence. If the next word starts with a vowel, you should link it. Another example, father and mother. Father and mother. Father ends with and starts with a vowel. So when you want to say that, you're supposed to say father and together as one word. So it becomes father and, instead of father and, becomes father and mother. So for example, I can say my father and mother are sleeping instead of my father and mother are sleeping. Can you see the difference? Good diction. Another example, I can have the word prayer and is. Prayer is good. An average Ghanaian will say prayer is good, or prayer is good. The right thing to do is prayer is. Put them together as one and say prayer is good. Yes, prayer is good. I hope that is clear. Do we have any other question before I proceed? Do we have any other question before I proceed? If you have any other question, feel free to ask. So remember again, we're learning my formula declare, and we have successfully learned the first letter D that stands for diction fundamental. We have learned it 3 steps. The first step is clear articulation. The second step is pronunciation rules. And the third step is connected speech. Now, the other letters in my formula declare has their 3 steps as well. And of course, if you have questions, you can still ask, as I will be willing to answer you. So now that you know the first part of my formula, it is important to know the other parts of the formula. Do you feel the same? Would you like to know the other parts of my formula? If yes, let me know in the chat. Not just knowing the other parts. Remember the story of Esther. Esther didn't just know. She practiced, which made her to master it. And that showed in how she speaks. And that gave her the opportunity to get what she wanted without submitting a CV. The truth is, in this part of the word, when you speak better, people would feel you are better. People would respect you more. People would give you better opportunities. People would feel you're from a different part of the world. When I go to places, I've heard people say things like, did you school here? I love how you speak. People would ordinarily respect me better. They feel like I have so much money. Perception. Speaking well creates good perception. And for you to speak well, you do not just need to know, you must master. So if you'd like to master, not just know, but master my other steps to help you speak better than I do, if yes, let me know in the chat. Glory says yes. Belinda says yes. 085914 says yes. Are there others that would like to know it? Now, mastering my formula would help you to become that speaker who impresses their listeners every time and everywhere. So if you're here and you desire to not just know my formula, but desire to change how you speak positively in just 6 weeks, then it is important for you to know and master my proven formula. And that is what we do at the Diction Mastery Academy. At the Diction Mastery Academy, we help you enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. We help you skyrocket your confidence, and we help elevate your professional image to new heights. In the Academy, we ensure personalized attention. Just like we did here on Zoom, where I gave each person the ability to speak and I correct them. In the Academy, we do that Mondays to Saturdays. Mondays to Fridays, you learn on our e-learning platform. All you need to learn on our e-learning platform is your email and password. You go there anytime, any day, Mondays to Fridays, anytime that works for you, whether early in the morning, late at night, midnight, late afternoon, anytime at all. All you need is 10 minutes to learn. For each lesson on the e-learning platform, it has an assignment that you need to submit via a voice note to our assignment WhatsApp group, where we have an instructor that listens to each person's assignment and give feedback. They tell you what you have done better, what you need to do better, what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing to help you sound better. Then on Fridays and on Saturdays, we meet on Zoom, where I give each participant the opportunity to unmute themselves and practice along with me, where I tend to correct you. On Friday and Saturdays, we do a lot of role play, where we act as friends, we have discussions, sometimes we give news presentations, sometimes we present what we will be presenting at work, we act out movies, we do storytelling. While you're doing all of that, I am paying attention to how you pronounce words, and I correct each person. On Saturdays, you also have the opportunity to practice with other people in the Academy, where they also give you feedback and let you know how you sound. We do this Mondays to Saturdays. This ensures that each person is not just learning, but mastering what they have learned, so that when they get out there, they can have that confidence to communicate with apologies, my network again. I'm back. So here's what you would get if you enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy. You get access to our e-learning platform. where you learn every day, Mondays to Fridays, at your convenient time, anytime that works for you. You can also learn on it on Saturdays and on Sundays. It's always available 24 hours. And you have lifetime access to it. It means you can share it with your family and friends, you can share it with your children, you can share it with your colleagues, and you have lifetime access to it. It means that when you're done with the Diction Mastery Academy, you can always go back to it anytime and see the sessions. We meet on Zoom for practical sessions. You submit to the WhatsApp group for corrections. You have access to live training sessions where we keep learning, where you keep asking questions. And of course, you have unlimited in the academy or when you are done learning the academy. Now, here is how it works in 4 steps. The first thing is to be back soon. All you need to your e-learning platform is your the quiz by submitting your quiz to the WhatsApp group for corrections. Then the last step is to jump on live sessions on Fridays and on Saturdays with me, where you can ask questions, when I can give feedback, and of course, you can also practice with others in the breakout room. Now, to join the Mastery Academy, all you need is $65. That is about 1,000 cedis. But because you're right here tonight and because you're still here, you don't even need 50% of 1,000 cedis. You do not need 500 cedis. All you need tonight is 420 cedis instead of 1,000 cedis. That is a whopping 68% off. Not just that, the Academy comes with a complete refund assurance. What that means is the Academy tonight, you do everything I ask you to do, and now you speak. You have not improved at all. Or you're not even happy with your transformation. I would refund your money. However, you need to do your part. The Academy is like a gym. You do not just go to a gym, pay your gym instructor, and then you go back home and sleep. No, you have to show up. Enough. You need to be involved. When your instructor is dancing, you need to dance. When your instructor is jumping up, you need to jump up. When your instructor is doing plank, that same with speaking. Remember, it's a skill. It's not just knowledge. When I ask you to speak, you must speak. When I ask you to laugh, you must laugh. When your mouth, you must do that. So we can do that. All I need right now is to guarantee you that you will not remain how you joined. Now, in addition of, you'll also get some bonuses if you enroll tonight. The first bonus contains 20 short pronunciation videos. These videos are worth 145 cedis, but you get them for free development PDF. I sell these for 49 cedis. This is for those people that when they speak, sometimes know the next thing to say. This is my training video on how to never be at a loss for words. Sometimes when you speak, you know what to say in your mind, but you do not know the right. I sell this training video for 150 cedis, but if you enroll tonight, you'll get it for free. You'll also get my ebook on Know Your Silent Words. To help you practice and pronounce your words better. I sell this for 49 cedis, but if you enroll right now, you get it for free. You'd also get an ebook on English punctuation marks. This is sold at 49 cedis, but if you enroll tonight, you'd get it for free. You'd also get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. A lot of us, we write with lots of grammatical errors. We even speak with lots of grammatical errors. This book would help you with this, but if you enroll tonight, you get it for free. Plus, a video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Whether you're an accountant, a teacher, a nurse, a lawyer, start to do on your job to tell people that you speak better and to help them, to help them respect you better and of course be ready to pay you more money. This video would expose those things to you, and this video is sold as 120 cedis, but if you enroll tonight, you get it for free. Now, all these bonuses are worth 1,996 cedis. Plus, you get a complete refund assurance. Remember, you have nothing to lose. I'm sorry, that's my baby crying. You have nothing to lose. Do everything I ask you to do. If you do not get value, you do not get results, I would refund how much you have paid. Now, here is what people in the academy are saying. This is Peaceful. Peaceful is from Kenya. Peaceful said, the class has been an insightful one. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head pronouncing those words. Where am I? Pronouncing those words correctly. This is a training for anyone who is ready, not just to speak right, but speak well. This is someone from Kenya. This training is sold to people. This is another person. She said, this is a Nigerian group, and she said, thank you so much, my able diction queen. You've done excellently noble in the last class on Sunday 17th. I've reviewed all you taught us. I'm going a long way with my pronunciations by your help. At this point, I didn't do well in my last session, but I have benefited a lot. Honestly, I can't afford to lose any more class for any reason. I am more than happy. Thank you, ma'am. This is another person. She said, her videos are self-explanatory, easy to understand. Coach Bukola is doing tremendous work in the service of educating who wants to be educated on speaking right. The best thing I like in a training is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow-up too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. Great to be in the learning journey always with her. I have decided to take a quantum leap as she has given me and still in any of her trainings. Thank you for the wonderful training sessions. There are millions of feedback from voice notes to screenshots to videos. I would send some of the videos to the group tonight as well. But I don't want to bore you with all of this, so let me just proceed. Now, interestingly, I have a special offer for the first 5 people who would enroll right now. So if you're one of the 5 people who would enjoy this massive discount right now, get your phone ready as I reveal the payment details, just 5 people. Once I get these 5 people, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Now, with just 210 Ghana cedis, that is a whopping 89% off. From 1,000 Ghana cedis, I'm giving you opportunity to pay just 210 cedis. Plus, you still get all the bonuses I mentioned earlier and the complete refund assurance, which states that if you do not get value for your money, I would refund how much you have paid. So if you're willing to be one of the 5 people to enjoy this discount rather, make your payment of 210 cedis to this Vodafone line 05023 28878 on Suffolk Chidima. Send your receipt to any of the admins in the group. You can also make your payment to this MTN Momo line. The merchant ID is 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. All you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. Make your payment into this MTN Momo line 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited, or the Vodafone line 0502328 on Suffolk Chidima. Make your payment into any of the accounts. Send your receipt to the admins. Do not send it to the group. Send it to any of the admins. Once you go to the group name, you're going to see where it's written admin. Click on any of the admins. I think we have about 4 admins. Send it to any of them. If you have questions about the academy or you have questions about what we've learned, please ask. Once I get 5 people, the academy goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Also, after tonight, you will not get access to all the bonuses again. What are the bonuses? Let me mention the bonuses again. You get 20 short pronunciation videos that would help you tackle tricky pronunciations. You get access to my vocabulary development PDF. This would help you to know the right words to use at the right time. You get access to my video on how to never be at a loss for words. Sometimes when we speak, we become at a loss for words. We don't know what to say again. Everyone can always be in that situation, but there are strategies to use so you do not embarrass yourself or keep your audience waiting. This video would help tackle that. You'd also get an ebook on English punctuation marks. Sometimes when we write, we do not know how to use our punctuation marks, our comma, our full stop, etc. You get this for free as well. We also have an ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You get this ebook for free as well if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight. And you get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. There's a way you speak that help tell people that you're worth more. Whatever you do, whether you're a student, an entrepreneur, a doctor, a trader, a businessman, name it. People are willing to pay you more just by how you sound. So if you'd like to get all of these bonuses tonight for free, plus the complete refund assurance. The complete refund assurance states that you have nothing to lose. It's like you're keeping your money somewhere. If you enroll in the academy, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results. You do not get transformed. Remember, you're not just learning to know. You're learning, practicing to master, so that when you speak better. So if you do not speak better after enrolling on the Mastery Academy, I will refund how much you have paid. So right now, I'm giving 5 people opportunity to join the academy, where you learn and practice Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. There's a saying that if you do one thing for 21 days, you would have mastered that thing. That thing will be a part of you. Now imagine you're doing the same thing for 6 weeks. That is 6 days. For 6 weeks, that is 36 days. And all you need to pay is 210 Ghana cedis. That is less than 10 cedis every day. Less than the amount you use in getting data for your devices. So if you're willing to change how you speak for better, so that people can respect you more, people can perceive you better, all you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. Make your payment into the account details on the screen, the MTN Momo 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited, or you can pay into the Vodafone line 05028288878 on Suffolk Chidima. I got one payment already. We have 4 slots left. Once the 4 slots are gone, the fee goes back to 420 cedis. Do a screenshot of the account details, make your payment, and send your receipt to any of the admins. Send your receipt to any of the admins. I got one payment already. Go ahead and make your payment, because once we get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. When people see you, the first thing they look at is how you look, your appearance, your dressing, your skin. Afterwards, the next thing is what comes out of your mouth, how you speak. I believe you do not want to be that person that when you speak, people change their perception about you with your beautiful appearance, nice car. When you speak, you're like, oh, no. I believe you do not want to be that person. You want to be that person that when you open your mouth, you sway people. People love you. People appreciate you better. They cherish you. They respect you. They want to be like you. And that can open doors of opportunities for you, because people would realize that you're worth it. All you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. Remember, the academy comes with a complete refund assurance. I am so sure that you would get results if you enroll in the academy, which is why I am saying that if you enroll in the academy, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results. You do not change how you speak for better. I will refund how much you have paid. I would send back your money to you. You can record this part as proof when it is time. All you need is 210 Ghana cedis. In the academy right now, we have over 2,000 participants. Over 2,000 participants. And we have a handful of them from Ghana. From Ghana, I have successfully trained hundreds of people that I am proud of. So if I were you, I would take opportunity right now to join the academy for just 210 cedis. Make your payment into the Vodafone line 050-2328-878 on Suffolk Chidima. You can also make your payment into the MTN Momo line 300197 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. Once I get 5 people, the fee goes back to 420 cedis. 2 people have paid. I have just 3 slots to go. Once I get the 3 slots, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. With just 220 Ghana cedis, you get to learn Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks at your convenient time, whether you're a full housewife or you go to work or you work from home or you're writing examination or you travel a lot, name it. You can learn anytime that is convenient for you. Anytime at all. Plus, you get lifetime access to the academy. It means that you can keep learning until forever. You can share with your colleagues, your children, your husband, your partner, your neighbors as well. All you need is 210 Ghana cedis. These also affords you all the bonuses I mentioned earlier. You got 20 short pronunciation videos to help you learn how to pronounce tricky words. You also get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. You get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and corrections. You also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. You get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You get my vocabulary development ebook, so you can always know what to say. You also get my video on how to never be at a loss for words. And you get my ebook on English punctuation marks. You're getting all of these for free. All the bonuses are worth 1,996 cedis, but you're getting them for free. Plus, if you enroll in the academy, you do not get results, I would refund how much you have paid. All you need is 210 cedis. I've got 3 payments. Once I get the other 2 payments, the offer goes back to 420 cedis. All you have to do is make your payment into the MTN Momo line 300-194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited, or the Vodafone line 050-282-8878 on Sofo Chidima. Send your receipts to any of the admins in the group before the offer is gone. I need just 2 more people. And once I get 2 more people, the offer goes back to 420 cedis. If you have questions about what we've learned, or you have questions about the academy, feel free to ask in the chat. I will be willing to attend to it. The academy comes with a certificate that you can use anywhere in this part of the world, whether in Ghana, in the UK, in the US, anywhere at all. We have participants from Canada, from US, from Estonia, just name it, from India, from China, and you are getting the same certificate as them. So which means you can use a certificate to get any job at all. You can use it to boost your resume. And the beautiful part of the academy is it's not about the certificate. It's about the transformation. We will not be giving you a certificate that you cannot, we will not be giving you a certificate that you cannot showcase with your skill. Rather, you will be getting a certificate that would let people know that, yes, you went through this. So if you have made your payment, all you need is send your receipt to the admins and you will get receipt. Somebody said, please, can you mention our names for me to be sure that my payment has been received? Okay. I do not have to mention names for privacy reasons, which is why we're asking you to send your receipt to the admins instead of the general group. So all you have to do is once you get your receipt, just send it to the admins. Is that okay? Or you can just send a message to any of the admin, maybe the admin you sent your receipt to confirm if your payment has been received. And that way we can confirm. But I can't just start mentioning other people's name right here. I hope that is, you understand that. Sorry about that. So if you'd like to enroll, all you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. That is less how much some of you spend on data in a week. Yet you will be using that to learn how to speak better English for 6 weeks. The advantages of learning better English can never be overemphasized. For a personal life, the advantages is numerous. For your professional life as well, man, it's a lot. So all you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. Once I get 2 more payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. If you have questions about the academy or you have questions about what we've learned tonight, feel free to ask. Remember, the academy is a transformational academy. It's an academy that we focus on transformation, on positive change. Not just you knowing, but you knowing, practicing, mastering, and being able to use confidently anywhere you find yourself. So what you're getting is worth more than 420 Ghana cedis. But here I am giving you the opportunity to pay just 210 cedis. Make your payment into the MTN Momo line 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. You can also make your payment to the Vodafone line 050-2328-878 on Suffolk Chidima. We've got 3 payments already, just 2 more payments, and the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. If you have questions about what we've learned tonight, you have questions about my formula, or you have questions about the academy, please ask. The academy has a flexible schedule where you can learn anytime, any day, anytime that works for you. Whether you're a full housewife, whether you work at night or you work 9 to 5, or you travel a lot, or you sit an exam, just name it. You can learn anytime, any day that is convenient. On Fridays and Saturdays, we meet on Zoom at 7 p.m. where we practice together. You practice with other participants as well. One beautiful thing about the academy is when you're done learning, we are due to the alumni group where we meet once a month to remind you all you've learned, to ensure that you do not go back to your old self. A lot of people, when they do not have people to push them, they start pushing themselves. This is why we have the alumni group. And the alumni group is a great group where you can connect, you can network with people from different parts of the world, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from South Africa, from China, India, Estonia, UK, Canada, US, name it. The academy is sold to different countries. So all you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis. Once I get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Send your receipts to the admins. Do not send it to the group. We got 2 payments already. Send your payments to the group so the admins can take note. Because once we get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. If you'd like to enroll, go ahead right now. If you have questions about the academy, feel free to ask. Because questions about other things that we've learned tonight, feel free to ask. Again, if you enroll in the academy right now, you get lifetime access to the e-learning platform. You also get all my bonuses, 20 pronunciation videos for free. Get a PDF on the English punctuation marks, how to use them correctly. You get a PDF on wrong 100 commonly misused grammar and their corrections. You get access to a video on how to never be at a loss for words. You get access to a video on how to earn more with your diction skill, regardless of what you do, your career or your job. You get all of these for free. Also, should you enroll in the academy and you do not get results, I'll refund how much you have paid. All you need right now is 210 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis. Make your payment into the MTN Momo line or the Vodafone line. The MTN Momo line is right on the screen. The ID is 300, excuse me. The ID is 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. You can also make your payment of 210 cedis to the Vodafone line 0502328878 on Suffolk Chidima. Once I get 5 registration, the registration fee goes back to 420 cedis. Do you have questions? Please ask. If this session is worthwhile, ensure you engage our ads, video ads when you see them on social media. Feel free to also send feedback to any of our admins. If you've made your payment, please send your receipts to any of the admins. We've got 3 payments so far, just 2 more payments, and then the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Any question? If you have questions, please ask. Any question? Any question? If you'd like to speak English to impress anyone, anywhere, anytime, this is the opportunity you have been waiting for. Plus, the opportunity is affordable. So if you're here and you've been dreaming of speaking better English and you're not registering, you're sabotaging again. All you need to learn for 6 weeks, 6 days a week, Mondays to Saturdays, for 6 weeks, is 210 Ghana cedis instead of 420 cedis. Once I get 5 registrations, the fee goes back to 420 cedis. So if I were you, I would to meet people from different parts of the world, network with them, make friends, and of course, get better opportunities. All you need is 210 cedis. Make your payment into the Vodafone line 050-2328-878 on Suffolk Chidima. You can also pay into the MTN Momo line 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. Send your payment receipt to any of the admins in our WhatsApp group. Once we get 2 more payments, the offer will be off the table. You get to pay 420 cedis instead of 210 cedis. If you have questions about the academy, or you have questions about everything we learned tonight, feel free to ask. Any question at all? Mrs. B, do you have any question? Have you registered, Mrs. B? Mrs. B, have you registered for the academy? 085914, have you registered? Motorola Moto, have you registered? 085914, I think you joined with 2 devices. Samsung, have you registered as well? If you have, ensure you send your receipt to the admins. If you've not registered and you would like to register, this is your chance. Once we get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Samsung said yes, please. Thank you. In the absence of questions, I would like to end the session. Again, if you'd like to speak to impress anyone, anywhere, at any time, the Diction Mastery Academy is the right place for you to be. It is not just an academy where you learn. The Diction Mastery Academy has a system that allows you to learn and practice at the same time. Because it is when you practice that you get results. Without practice, you would not get transformed. You would only know. But in the Diction Mastery Academy, we do not want you to just know. We want you to know. We want you to do so that you can be a better speaker. You learn in the academy at your convenient time, Mondays to Fridays on the e-learning platform. Each video on the e-learning platform has a quiz that you get to submit to the assignment WhatsApp group for correction. Each person's assignment is corrected. we do not do group corrections. On Fridays and on Saturdays, we meet on Zoom, where I give each participant the opportunity to unmute themselves and speak, where they get real corrections as well. On Saturdays, you have opportunities to practice with people from different parts of the world through the Zoom breakout sessions. The Friday and Saturday's class, the Friday class is done at 8 p.m. The Saturday's class is done at 7 p.m. You do these Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. And all you need right now is 210 cedis. Plus, you get all the bonuses I mentioned. The bonuses are worth 1,999 cedis. You get them all for free. Plus, if you enroll in the academy, you do not get results, I'll refund how much you have paid to you. So you have nothing to lose. If I'm not so sure, I would not be giving you a guarantee. In fact, when you go buy new equipment for your kitchen or for your house, they don't even say they would refund your money. They only tell you to bring it back and they will repair or change. But here I am saying I would give you your money if you enroll. So if you're here and you're tired of mispronouncing words, you're tired of embarrassing yourself due to mispronunciation, you're tired of keeping quiet where you're supposed to speak because you're scared that they'll laugh at you, or you're scared that what you have to say will not come out well, this is the opportunity you have to change that narrative. And all you need is 210 cedis. Make your payment into the MTN Momo 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. You can also pay to the Vodafone line 050-2328-878 on software Chidima. If you have questions, feel free to ask. So if you want to speak to impress anyone, anytime, anywhere, register right now. Take advantage of the 89% off, plus the bonuses and the complete refund. If you do not become a complete and eloquent speaker in 6 weeks, remember, I would refund your money. So you have nothing to lose. To those who have enrolled, thanks so graciously. It's time to go attend to my family. I look forward to seeing many more of you in the academy. But remember, after tonight, the fee goes back to 420 cedis. So if you're really interested and maybe you do not have the resources, you might go ahead to ask for help from friends and family. Or you might even go ahead to make 110 cedis right now and make sure that you complete your payment before the academy starts. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. To everyone who enrolled, may the Almighty keep providing. You will not remain the same. You would be. I am back. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. Registration is ongoing. Go ahead to enroll. After tonight, the fee goes back